I want to ask you about the Super Bowl first before we get on to any wrestling.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
It was last night.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because it's Monday.
Well,
All right,
I
so we're
wish I.
taping beforehand.
Yeah, I had that insight so I could fucking. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there going, are they? Is is it a work? And does Kansas City have so much heat now that they're going to have to job because they don't? Nobody wants the three-peat because they're afraid it's going to hurt their ratings next year. Like,
That story
or
didn't get as much play as I thought, Kev. The uh, uh, the Brady,
no,
which I'm
because they.
surprised about.
Well, they told him. He said, you're a partial owner of a fucking team. You want to play this game or not, kid?
That's true
We can
too.
have you off Fox tomorrow.
Right.
You do realize that the $40 million you're making a year on Fox is because there's football. You take football out of the equation, you don't have a job. So shut the fuck up.
I was hoping for scandal. That would have been outrageous.
Uh,
So what's happened? Where's your money going? I think last week you gave us the Chiefs, right? Were your bet
I
to the dismay of Steve and Britt and the other
I
Eagles fans in the
I
house.
mean, it's just like if I'm betting, I'm going to bet with the Chiefs because I said, 16's hard to beat with 11 guys, and I just think that if it was a shoot, I think that Jalen Hurts is just his football IQ is just not at par with Mahomes.
I agree.
And but like I said, I think the if Barkley can get going, and Washington, he busted the first run he had against Washington was a 65-yard run. And then I think he had 75, 80 yards the rest of the time and averaged about three and a half, 4 yards a carry
Hmm.
after that. So Washington found a way to pretty much neutralize him, though he was having some calf issues. Um, so, you know, I, I don't think I'm going to, I definitely won't. I mean, to me, the bet is the over and not pick a team. Because
I got hosed
I'm
on some
afraid I'm
overs in
because the
playoff.
over dropped the point is 48. It's 48 and a half from 49. So the people are all betting that's the way, and it's still a point and a half uh, Kansas. So it's basically a pick 'em, and I don't know, man. I'm afraid I'm gonna get the over, and then the Eagles will win, and I'll just be like, oh, you know,
Right,
feel
that's
like,
the risk with the parlay. So you don't touch your
yeah.
parlay. Just take your over
I
then.
might just take the over. I don't know. I'm still pondering.
Mm.
I've got a couple more days.
Well, think about it.
The shooter.
Armin, what do you think about the Mavs trading Luka Doncic to the Lakers for Anthony Davis?
Uh, I heard some crazy shit about that. I don't want to stir anything up and get sued. But does anybody remember when they won the championship to go to the finals? And there was this. It's you can look it up. So Luca's against the wall. He's talking to his father, and he's got a can of beer in his hand. And Michael Finley, that works for the Mavs, walks by and snatches the beer out of his hand, and Luca doesn't even sell it. And the response is almost like if you went to a graduation party and your brother was graduating and you were 16 and you decided you were going to have a beer and your dad walked by and said no. So I saw a bunch of these fucking conspiracy things that are saying that is it a conditioning problem? Here it is. Hey, what's up, man? Boom, give me that.
Right.
I'll take that. And watch. Hey,
Oh yeah, you're not
shakes the dad.
amused. Look at that.
Nothing.
Wow.
Like he doesn't. He just
Look. Oh man.
is that fucked up?
Well,
So,
or was that just a stupid moment that has no significance that we're
well,
just
they're saying that there's other clips that show him with pounding an IP. I mean, okay, you know, worst case scenario, he's a 25-year-old kid that drinks way too much beer, and that's his conditioning problem because he's
Mhm.
260, because he's got a beer belly and he
Mhm.
pounds beer. Geez, I don't know. He's European. We used to drink beer after practice because there wasn't anything but fucking beer. You know?
Yeah, I don't think I remember whose book was it? It might have been in Bird's book or maybe Barkley's book. Somebody was talking about how in NBA locker rooms in the 80s, they were fully stocked with beers on ice the whole time. So like
Well,
how
so,
could
yeah,
you complain about a player
you had
having
to have
drank?
something to wash that gagger down.
It was the 80s, I guess, right? All right, how about something from the audience? Our paying Patreon members at clickthisTV.com.
Did anybody see the RJ City Rock and Roll Express interview?
No.
Oh,
It's a classic. I got to watch it then.
Ricky Morton's it's just so fucking classic.
I'll check it out. You want to do a little
Yeah.
Ricky for us? He's got a very distinct.
Hell, I can't really do Ricky. It just
That's a little Ricky. He's a little more gravelly these
yeah,
days, though.
he's a good fucking dude.
And you can
Never
do,
had a problem with Ricky
yeah.
Morton.
Then you can do the Robert Gibson.
No,
Just sit there.
never had a problem with Robert either.
Ace Ramon is asking us. By the way, Kevin, I don't think Cody listened to you when you told him not to do anything stupid. You see that spinning fisherman Owens gave him from the top onto the ladder.
Yeah, but he landed him flat, and Cody was able to pop off of that, land on his feet, and take a bump. So it was pretty,
Well controlled.
yeah.
Very good. Who else in the house here?
Not like that fucking gimmick that fucking Owen took that fucking bent him in half and put his fucking chin in his chest.
Ivan Garcia, was there a backstage reaction? Yes, I know it was a long time ago, to Samu getting his head stuck in the ropes at the 1994 Royal Rumble.
No, because he used to do that spot all the time on the road. He could just do that. That was a spot that he did.
Yeah. Those ropes, I'll tell you though, if you've ever felt the tautness of a professional wrestling ring rope, and I've seen those guys would get tangled in the ropes all the time, right? I think Murdoch used to do the head thing a
Yeah,
lot.
but the difference between the WCW, which had a